Hey folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. I can tell you here, I got to fix something. We continue our racially charged segment this morning. Okay, by the way, I get it, but my guess is going to be, I'm going to go with 99%. I'll leave a 1% error factor. Mike Pence will be on the ticket. Yes, every single time a president runs for re-election, the discussion of will the VP be on the ticket happens. There was talk surrounding bumping Joe Biden. It made headlines, okay? People talked about Joe Biden would not be on the ticket. Back when Dick Cheney said he would never run for president, Republicans took that and accepted it, okay, to pick their own guy once again. But there was talk after George W. Bush first term that he would get rid of Dick Cheney and put somebody on the ticket that would be primed and ready to run for re-election, and that didn't happen. So, yes, I understand there's an opinion piece, I think the Washington Post, that says that Nikki Haley, that Trump's going to drop Pence for Nikki Haley. I don't see it. I've got my 1%, could be wrong. I'm 99% sure that Mike Pence will be on the ticket. It would really, if you think, now I'm just going to say this, if you think that he would drop Pence for Nikki Haley, and the media 7 days a week, they're trying to make it look like that the White House is total chaos. What would that look like? So just going there. All right, we'll leave that alone. Now, this crazy woman, she's SH** crazy, okay? This woman is nuts. But CNN, Michael Avenatti was nowhere near, they feel they've redeemed themselves here. Let's go with number 39, with putting this crazy woman on TV. And I'm sorry, Trump said, accuser is not my type. Now that drove Minka Brzezinski over the edge this morning. They're going crazy. You gotta have a type for rape. Oh my God. He just said, look, this woman's not my type. So I threw her in a dressing room. Really? That's what, I had that on the list in my office. So number 4, MSNBC ran it this morning. They're running it now this morning. Woman alleges Trump sexually assaulted her in the 1990s. But the only reason they ran it this morning is it's really ticked a lot of the left. It's ticked this lady off right here. Number 7, Minka Brzezinski. Make it 8 where you can see her facelift a little better. There you go. Okay. She is ticked off that he said, not my type. This woman is so crazy, okay? Anderson Cooper had to cut her off last night. He's a gay little dude. This gay little dude that has done, Happy New Year with Kathy Griffin, how many years, had to cut this woman off. Let's play that video of how crazy this woman is. And CNN is looking for their credibility back after Avenatti. And you put this, I watched her with Allison Camerata yesterday morning and thought, okay, CNN. Yesterday morning, Allison Camerata had this nutcase on, okay? And I thought after that, they're not going to run this anymore. They're not. They got to get out of this. But then Anderson Cooper had her on. Play the Anderson Cooper video.
I always think back and think, that was the stupidest thing I've ever done. I should never have done it. And then I didn't behave.
When you say I should have never done it, you mean?
That was just a dumb thing, to go into a dressing room with a man that I hardly know and have him shut the door and then be unable to stop him. And I was a competitive athlete, so I wasn't I didn't freeze. I rose to the occasion, and it did not last long. And that's why I don't use the word you just used. I use the word fight.
You don't use the word rape?
Sexual violence is in every country, in every strata of society, and I just feel that so many women are undergoing sexual violence. Mine was short. I got out. I'm happy now. I'm moving on. And I think of all the women who are enduring constant sexual violence. So this one instant, this one, 3 minutes in this little dressing room, I just say it's a fight. That way I'm not the victim, right? I'm not the victim.
You don't feel like a victim?
I was not thrown on the ground and ravished, which the word rape carries so many sexual connotations. This was not sexual. It hurt. It just,
But I think most people think of rape as it is a violent assault. It is not.
I think most people think of rape as being sexy.
Mm. Let's take a short break.
Think of the fantasies.
Mm. We're going to take a quick break. If you can stick around, we'll talk more on the other side.
You're fascinating to talk to.
You're fascinating to talk to. I think rape can be a little sexy. Sexy with fantasies, Fantasy, sexy. You're fascinating to talk to, you little gay boy. Hey, you little gay boy, you're fascinating to talk to. How would you like to go in a dressing room with me? I can't write this show. I cannot write this show. Number 39. She's not my type. She's crazy as hell. How many ways can you say she's not my type? She is nuts. She's crazy. She's Looney Tunes. She's Daffy Duck. You're fascinating to talk to, you little gay boy. I'm sorry. Sexy, like a fantasy. I don't like to call it rape. What the hell? CNN, you're really working your way back out of the gutter. You are really pulling yourself up in the credibility rankings with this crazy woman. Go into a dressing room with a man I didn't. I should have thought that out. All right, let me tell you something. If you were in a department store and a man asks you to go in a dressing room that you don't know, maybe you're prepared to live out one of your fantasies. Maybe every time you've gone in that dressing room and tried something else on in the lingerie department, you thought, wow, wouldn't it be great if a man flung the door open? That's how crazy this woman is. That's how bat crap crazy this woman is. CNN and the news, I'm not the victim. CNN and the news, they have become a book tour. Seriously, when did the news become a book tour to sell books? This woman makes this story up. People are going to buy her book. No matter how crazy she is, they're going to buy that book. There's going to be enough crazy people as she goes on CNN. And who's upset? Minka Brzezinski. She's not my type. Why is she not your type, Mr. President? Well, for one thing, she's crazy as hell. I just, never had a real, never had a thing for it. But Anderson Cooper had her on, Allison Camerata, and I am so glad that they are looking much deeper. And Bill de Blasio, the mayor of New York City, said, New York City Police department is just waiting to investigate this. Why, if we get the word, we will look right at it. We don't care if it was in the 90s. We don't care if she's trying to sell books. We will use our resources to look into Donald Trump throwing her in a dressing room. You're quite fascinating to talk to, you little gay boy. Crazy as hell. Anderson Cooper had to go to break on this woman. She's so crazy. But I'm glad to see CNN is digging their way out of the cellar, the Michael Avenatti cellar, and did not jump back into it. Who is running the place over there? So who said yesterday, okay, we have really taken two major hits, Michael Avenatti with Stormy Daniels. That is a major hit that we've taken. Second, there's no collusion, no obstruction. There's another major hit we've taken. Our credibility is shot. We have a woman that claims in the 90s Trump banged her in the dressing room at a department store. Get her in here. Where's she at? Get her on the line. So there's a pre-interview. Folks, listen, these are people that claim to be professional news people. I'm serious. There's a department, when you go on, there's a department that does a pre-interview. You don't go right to Anderson Cooper. You don't go right to Anderson Cooper. Jake, you don't go right. There's a pre-interview. There's somebody that calls you up, asks you 5 or 6 questions, gets some information, and they put it in front of the person we'll call the talent that's going to interview you, right? Who is over there running the point on this network? That's why they're going to lose. I'm serious. This is why they're going to lose drastically. I'll throw a little small prediction in here. The DNC will rethink their Fox News debate. They will come back later. Once it's whittled down and there's only 5 in the race, the DNC will rethink their Fox News debate because they've got to switch gears. And I'm going to say this like this. Let's go with this because when you look at stuff like this, you wonder what's going on. But go with 36. Give me 36. Okay? Give me 37. Okay, when those two get down to about 5, all right, CNN and MSNBC will have the far left. They'll cater to the far left. When it gets down to about 5 and somebody's got to emerge as a front runner and everybody can't give everything away and it starts condensing, they're going to rethink their Fox News because they're going to need, in the end, when they get to the general election, they're going to do a Fox News debate. They're going to rethink it. That's my prediction, okay? And because it's stuff like this, number 39, to where people know that with Rachel Maddow, okay, they're trying so hard from yesterday to redeem themselves on saving children at the border, that they're really good people. But it's stuff like this that people know. And CNN knows they're going to lose. MSNBC knows they're going to lose. So they're going to try Fox. That's my prediction. Now, this woman here, not my type, okay? There's a pre-interview that happens. So a person gets on the phone. Okay, this happened in the 90s. Okay, so they go back to the chief. All right, hey, chief. This happened in the 90s. She's in a department store. Trump walks up and says, "Hi, how are you, darling? And I need something for a girl. I need to pick something out for a girl." Was it a mystery girl? No, it was the girl. I need something for a girl. Okay, let's try the, I don't know if he said lingerie or underwear. You got to listen to this bat crap crazy woman. But underwear. I need underwear. She needs a bra. Oh, right this way. Let's take a couple things off the rack. Let's go into the dressing room and see how these look on my rack. Let's get some things off the rack, put them on my rack, see how they look. I have a fantasy of a dressing room in the 90s. Okay, boss, I got a winner here. I pulled a winner out of the hat. I'm telling you, this is some top shelf news. By the way, she's selling a book. We got to mention that show to cover. Anderson Cooper, you're a fantasy. You're a fascinating little gay boy. Okay? Little gay boy, I like you. Take us to break. Let me wrap this show up. Crazy as hell, these people.